Okay, today we are going to talk about um, basically these are decay, growth and decay problems, exponential. So whenever you see an equation like this, town has a population of 20,000 and grows at 4.5% every year. So grows, that is a key word. Let me get my annotate so we can mark this up. So grows, this is important, at 4.5% every year. To the nearest tenth of a year, always pay attention to your units of years too. How long will it be until the population will reach 42,800? So the equation we're going to use is y equals a times b to the x power. Y is going to be your final amount, which this would be y. So in this case, it is 42,800. Your a is your starting value. What are you starting out with? So here, this is my A, 20,000. 0. Your B, that was a little tricky. That is your growth or decay factor. So basically, if it is growth, it's going to be 1 plus your R. This is our R right here. So, but let's go ahead and talk about if it is decay. It's going to be 1 minus R. So my R is in decimal, not the percentage, it's 0.045. So my growth factor, my B, is going to be 1.045. So we don't need the decay in this one, but sometimes you'll have decay or you have a smaller amount. So let's set this up. So remember we had y equals a times b to the x power. So we know that our y value is 42,800. Our a value is 20,000. Oops. So this is going to be equals 20,000. That's my a. Let's go and put that in parentheses. B, remember our B is our growth or decay factor, and we figured out that's 1 plus our rate, 0.045. And then we're going to raise it to the x power. This is what we're going to solve for, to the nearest tenth of a year. So x is our time. Let's go and write that down. This is what we need to figure out it is. So first thing, we need to isolate this x. So we're going to divide both sides by 20,000. Oops, this is a divided line. So 42,000, I'm not going to calculate this yet. I'm going to show you how to use a calculator on Delta Math. Equals 1.045 to the x power. And sometimes the more you use your calculator, the more you round and the more inaccurate your answer is. So if we have something that looks like this, we can take the log of both sides to get rid of this x factor. And remember, when we take the log of both sides, the exponent actually is multiplied on the front of it. So from here, we're going to take the log of 42,800 divided by 20,000. And it's going to equal to the log of 1.045 to the x power. But remember, I'm going to pull that over here. We learned from our exponent rules that we could do that. And so I can move this x over here in front. And then so I'm going to have my x here. This is equals. I'm going to put that x there. I'm going to divide both sides by the log of 1.045. I know this gets to be a whole lot. So then we're going to be left with x on the right side, and then we're going to divide this. So I'm going to use this calculator. Let me get my mouse back. See the calculator right here? I'm going to click on that. And I have, it's kind of messy right here, but we can put all of that right here on the blank. So I'm going to put my, get it in fraction form. And if you click on the functions right here, I know all my writing's over it. That is going to get you to where you can see here. My log is right up here above the shift functions, whatever. So I'm going to have log, and I need another fraction here. I'm going to have the log of 42,800 divided by 20,000. Always make sure you have your numbers right. And then I'm going to divide that by the log of 1.045. So always make sure you have it all right. And your answer is right here, 17.28. It said to round to the nearest tenth. Always go back and look. What are they asking? They're asking how long in years to the nearest tenth. So if I round this in the nearest tenth, that's going to be 17.3. So let's plug that in. 17.3. And we're going to submit it. Yes. Yay, we got it right. I'm going to clear out all my drawings. And so write all this down. While we're doing these videos, you should be writing this down. They give you the explanation here also. So if you get it wrong, look at the example, look at the explanation to figure out how to solve for this. Theirs is probably a little bit cleaner than mine was, so you could write that down if you want, but we got the same answer. And you can see that this little calculator here is pretty cool. And you could also use that, like if you're doing the same type of problems, you probably just edit it. So let's do another problem. Let's see what it's going to look like. Let me get this up out of the way a little bit. Let's see if we could find a decay problem. Yes. So new car. I know everybody likes to get a new car, but as soon as you drive it off the lot, you lose money. So a new car is purchased for $18,500. The value of the car depreciates. That means it gets smaller at 10.75%. That's the rate. Anytime you have a percent, think rate per year. To the nearest year, how long will it be until the value of the car is $5,000? So let me get my handy dandy pen. This is my initial, my A. Remember my formula is y equals a times b to the x power. So my A is 18,500. My final value, that is y. And then this is my rate in percentage. So here, let's go ahead and start this. 5,000 equals 18,500. My B, remember, this is going to be, my B is going to equal to 1 minus, this is the decay. 10.75 is going to be 0.1075 because I'm going to move my decimal over 2 to get the rate, the decimal form of that rate. And so you could put that into this calculator, but of course it's going to mess that up. Or you could just do it on your phone calculator. And let me get my phone calculator. 1 minus 0.1075. It's 8925. 0.8925. Decay, it's going to be less than 1. Growth, it will be greater than 1. And we are trying to find x. So we're doing the same math as the last problem. We're going to divide both sides by 18,500. And that gets rid of these. And then if you want to think about it, it's going ahead and taking the log of both sides. Log of 5,000 divided by 18,500 You can put that in parentheses if you want to, equals 0.0 log of here. Let me get my eraser. Oops, I didn't get it. Okay, so I know I'm going to take the log of 0.8925. And since this exponent would be right here, we know we can go ahead and pull it over here in front. Then we're going to divide both sides by log of 0.8925. And now I will have my x. So let's take, get my mouse here. So you can see I have something very similar set up right here. So all I have to do is change my numbers. I'm going to make this 5,000. And in the denominator of the top part, it's going to be 18,500. Those numbers look right. And then my b, my log of b right here is 0.8925. Yeah. And there's your answer, 11.5. What do they want? We want it to the nearest year. So that would be a whole number, not a decimal. So 11.50039, that is going to round to 12. Let's put 12 and hope it's right. Yay, we got it right. So again, look at the explanation, make sure you understand how to do it. And that is how you do growth and decay problems. Good luck.